Hi, this is Bedrest Coach Darline Turner, owner and founder of Mamas on Bedrest and Beyond. And today, what is now becoming our Video Wednesday, we're talking about childbirth classes. I had a mama on Bedrest asking if I knew of any good online childbirthing classes because, of course, mamas on Bedrest aren't able to get out and go to class. And it really had me thinking because I have to admit, when I was having my kids, I didn't take childbirth classes. And I really think it is one of the big grand faux pas of my childbirthing experience. Childbirthing classes can really prepare you for what's coming in labor and delivery. And also, if there are any complications, what could potentially happen. And I think really just give you a good, calm sense of what you're in for. I planned to take childbirthing classes with my daughter, and the little bugger came early. I didn't worry about it too much because I was a physician assistant and I felt like, okay, I know enough. But there's a big difference between being a clinician and being a mom. And at that point, I was a mom and I was really unprepared for the complications that happened with her birth. Additionally, I think that my child's dad and I really needed childbirthing classes because he needed the childbirthing classes. I mean, I think a lot of people think, oh, well, I know where babies are made and everything. It's a whole different ball of wax when you're there in the flesh and this little person is, making their way into the world. And especially in our case where it became kind of a traumatic birth, there was a lot going on, lots of medical people moving around. I don't know if they teach that per se in childbirthing classes, but I know they do give you some preparation in the event that there is what we call an untoward event. So, just from a personal standpoint, I highly recommend that first time parents take childbirthing classes. And even if you feel so moved, do a refresher between subsequent children. It's really up to you, but whether you do it in terms of a class or one-on-one with a midwife or doula, I really think having that advanced preparation is critical. So what are the best types of childbirthing classes? Now, I am not going to get into which method is best, which type of teacher is best. That's just too crazy to go into. But I will give you kind of a rundown on some of the different types of childbirth education. I'm not going to go into the different methods because it would just make this video blog way too long. But I want to give you kind of an overview of what's out there. And I will also post on the header to this video blog the website links so that you can go back and kind of look and see and read up on these different methods and see what really kind of tickles your fancy. So of course, we're going to start off with Lamaze. Lamaze is, I don't want to say old as dirt, but it's just been around for so long. I think everybody is really familiar with Lamaze and he and all these other things. It has really progressed over the years. That is not just what you'll learn. You really learn a lot about, you know, what's going on with the baby, how they're passing through the birth canal, what's going on with your muscles, the ligaments, the separation of the bones, what have you. I mean, they do a really, really nice job, I think, in preparing parents for what's coming in terms of labor and delivery. Another really good educational organization is the Childbirth Postpartum Professional Association. I call it CAPA. I had to look it up because I'm just so used to saying CAPA that I had to look up the acronym. Again, they train lots of doulas, lots of midwives, and have a really strong childbirth education component to their organization so that I think not only are they able to provide it well to moms and dads, but they train their practitioners really well to go out and then teach childbirth education. There is the International Childbirth Education Association, or ICEA, and again, really good job at preparing their practitioners to teach childbirth education, breastfeeding, infant newborn care to new first-time parents and, returning parents who want a refresher. Now, a couple of other things that I'm going to toss in, and I don't want to toss in too many because then it starts getting into methods and this and that. But there is birthing from within, which is more of a spiritual type of birthing method where you kind of, taught to meditate, to go inward, I don't know, become one with the baby, what have you, but really to delve inward and kind of draw from your inner strength and your inner wisdom in giving birth to your child. There is hypnobirthing, in which you use autosuggestion, or i.e. hypnosis, to mitigate the pain of labor and delivery, to keep yourself calm, to keep yourself grounded, focused. I've heard really good things about it. Like I said, I didn't do it, so I can't say specifically, but I've heard people who swear by it. Especially one of the things with hypnobirthing that I've heard rave reviews about, as well as a lot of these other organizations as well, is if you are really averse to medication, you might really want to look at the hypnobirthing. I'm not saying that you should or should not. That's just what some of the moms I've talked to have said. Now, there are a couple of different methods, and actually I'm going to skip that because, like I said, I don't want to get into specific methods because there are a myriad. And I think just learning about childbirth education in and of itself will provide you with enough information and then questions to say, well, do I want to try hypnobirthing, or do I want to try the Bradley method? And rather than me trying to go through every method, because there are a lot and I would miss something, and then somebody would say, you didn't say about this one, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, I'm going to leave you with those kind of major organizational methods of childbirth education, which are Lamaze International, from Within, Childbirth Postpartum Professional Association, or CAPA, International Childbirth Education Association, or ICEA, hypnobirthing, and there are other many International Center for Traditional Childbearing, which is African American based, and based in a lot of the traditional principles of African American childbirthing and more tribal childbirthing. Like I said, there are just many. So those are some of the big ones that I know of. And like I said, that is not by any chance a comprehensive list. The other thing I am going to give you, and this purely my opinions, i.e., not that I've used these people, but these are people that I know, that I trust, and that I feel comfortable saying, check them out. These are some folks that actually provide childbirth education online or in one-on-one format via Skype, via computer, where you can actually get the information that you need for childbirth education from your bed. So let's see, who do we want to start with? My good friend Desiree Andrews is a midwife in training. She's a doula, childbirth educator, lactation consultant, all around awesome lady. She knows all things baby. And she has a business called Preparing for Birth. And they do actual live childbirth classes, but she will also do online, kind of via Skype, private childbirth classes for people who cannot attend. The same thing with another woman that I know, Freya Morani. She owns Root Mama Maternal Care. And actually, Freya's got a really cool groove going on. She's out of the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and she does a lot with herbs, a lot of real natural things, things to relieve your bottom if you have some tears, for sitz baths, what have you. I really like what Freya is doing. And the other thing is she has a mom's meditation every Saturday morning, 9:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. I will post her contact information. In fact, I don't think the meditation costs at all. You just call in and she leads this guided meditation. Really cool, really neat lady. Got a lot of good stuff going on. So check out Root Mama Maternal Care. Happy Birthways is June Connell's business. She's out of Florida, and she does, I think, specifically online childbirthing classes. I think she may do some live as well, but she's got a really big, not big, but well-developed online childbirth education program. And I had a chance to interview her, so go on and listen to the podcast, and I will post that as well on the header to this video blog, but another really nicely done program. Another great person I think you should check out is Ms. Robin Elise Weiss. She runs the about.com pregnancy section. If you go to about.com, I think is it pregnancy and childbirth or just pregnancy? I'm not sure, but you can put in pregnancy and childbirth and or Robin Elise Weiss, and you'll get her. And I will have this in the header again so that you can get it directly. Just click, and there you go. But Robin is another really, really knowledgeable childbirth educator, knows so much about childbirth, so much about breastfeeding, so much about infant care. Really, really knowledgeable lady. I feel totally comfortable having you check in with her, work with her. And I mean, any of these people that I'm mentioning here are great. Now, that is not to say that they are the only people or that they are the best people. I am just saying these are people that I know, that I feel comfortable saying, if it were me getting pregnant again, and heaven help us, let's not have that, I would be totally checking them out. And that's who one of these few I would be going to for my childbirth education. Finally, there is ISIS Parenting. Now, ISIS Parenting is an organization out of Boston. Yay, 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 yay. And they do all sorts of parenting and childbirth classes. They do them live. They have several locations throughout the greater Boston area, but they also have some online courses. And they are perfect for women who are on bed rest. I don't know if they're live, but I think there are some live and some that are archived, so you can log in. I don't know if there's a fee, but I will give you the link. You can check it out, and then, you know, you can kind of schedule your childbirth education at your convenience. And that's, I think, what's really cool right now. I mean, it used to be if you were on bed rest, you were just kind of sucking wind. And now I think people realize, oh, you know, there is a substantial number of women on bed rest who are not getting the information that they need. So they are tailoring their programs or creating programs for women on bed rest. And I just think that's awesome. So again, excuse me, my allergies are going nuts. Again, these are not the only people. These are not the only programs, nor are they necessarily the best programs. These are just programs that are run by people that I know, that I have relationship with, that I like, that I trust, and I know they are well trained and have lots of experience. So I feel really good saying, hey, you know, if you call Freya, you're going to have a good experience. Or hey, if you talk with Robin, you know, you're really going to be ready. And that's what I think is best. Now, you may know of some other people in your area. That's fine. That's wonderful. The one thing I will say is make sure that whoever is teaching is well credentialed, that they have their credentials from one of the major governing bodies, which we talked about, and that they've been doing this for a while, that they're really comfortable in teaching, that they know the content well, and that they can also express it. There are a lot of people who are real smart, really good in their field, but they kind of stink as teachers. You know, you have to weigh that. You have to be real savvy. Talk to people, talk to other moms, see if these people are any good. And I mean, even with the people that I recommended, you may talk to them and it's like, ooh, not a love connection. That's okay. That's why I'm trying to give you, excuse me, varying options so that you can make your own decisions. And also, really saying, check their credentials, check what is it they are teaching. Are they really giving you good tools that you're going to be able to use when you're in labor? Are they preparing you for potential untoward events? You know, if your baby comes early, if your baby has to go to the NICU, do they mention that at all in their training? These are the things you want to be looking out for when you're choosing your childbirth educator. I can't say again how much I think it's really important that parents get some form of childbirth education beforehand. Now, you know, if you're an L&D nurse, you may not need it. I thought I didn't need it. I thought I would be fine. I'll just say we should have had it. And I'm going to leave it at that. But, you know, you can always learn more. There is always room to learn more. I don't think any one person knows everything. And I don't think and I know, and I will say this, I know being a professional in the field doesn't prepare you, because it's a whole different ball of wax when you become the patient. All your training, it doesn't go out the window, but it kind of gets scrambled, and you're just, it's not the same. So I really, really recommend that you get some childbirth education. It might even just be one phone call where they go through things with you, or one video or something, but get the information so that you're prepared, you know what to expect. And if you need anything, you know, you can ask your healthcare provider. So all of this will be posted on the header to this video blog, and I hope it'll be good for you, that it's something that you can use. If you have any other questions, feel free to email me, info@mamasonbedrest.com, or you can check out our Facebook page, on Twitter, what have you. Lurking everywhere. But for now, this is Darline Turner, Bedrest Coach, owner and founder of Mamas on Bedrest and Beyond, saying take care and have a really great time in your childbirth education. Thank you.